Hey everyone, my name is Lucy Wang, and I'm one of the product managers here at Salesforce Anywhere. I'm here with two of my colleagues, Marina and Tag, to tell you about all the exciting new features we're launching in spring 2021. Now, we might make some forward-looking statements here, but remember, please make your purchase decisions based on currently available functionality. Let's dive in.
These are all the features we're introducing in this release. First, we have made it easier for you to create new documents in Salesforce through the Document Creation in Salesforce feature. And we know you love templates. We're introducing both template in data mentions and template library publishing. Marina will also tell you about how we brought more Salesforce in Anywhere to let users easily search Salesforce linked documents. And Tag will finish the presentation off by introducing you to all of the exciting new features for the end user, from our navigation, document, spreadsheets, to accessibility improvements. Now, let me dive deeper into the document creation in Salesforce feature. We know that salespeople are busy. They're always on customer calls or customer visits. As a salesperson who's jumping from call to call, navigating different records, sometimes you just want to take some quick notes in Salesforce. End users and admins love using Anywhere documents or Quip, and they want more Salesforce Anywhere. Introducing document creation in Salesforce. With this new feature, users can create a new document from global actions, no matter where you are in Lightning. And when the user navigates to different record pages, the document will persist. To organize the document better, users can link the document to a record. And if sync sharing is turned on, that will automatically share the document with any coworkers who have access to the same record. The document is private by default, and users can find their docs in Files tab. Now, let me give you a demo of the feature. As a sales AE, I'm in a call with Acme, and I need to take some quick notes. Here, I can click on New Document from the Global Actions menu. Now a document window pops up, and I can start writing notes about my Acme call. To insert anything in Anywhere, you can just hit Add Mention. For example, I want to add a checklist, and I can add mention a checklist of follow-up items. To help me find my document easily later, I can link my notes to Acme. After linking it, this document will show up in the associate doc list for Acme. And if sync sharing is turned on, then my coworkers who have access to the record will automatically get access to the document. And if I want to use data mentions, which we launched in the last release, I can expand the window and add data mentions. For example, I want to add the Acme phone number by directly referencing the Salesforce record data. This field will update live with Salesforce. I can also open multiple documents as I'm taking notes. While I'm on the call, I will also start a personal to-do doc to list all of the things I will need to follow up with. And I can link to the meeting notes by @mention the document. As you can see, a document is private by default, and I can find the document in the File tab. Lastly, you may want to know how to set up the new document in Global Actions. Let me show you how. Admins can set it up in Setup. Search for Publisher Layout. Click on Edit for Global Layout. And then click on Mobile and Lightning Actions. Here you'll need to override the predefined actions. And then drag this New Document button all the way down. You can customize where you want to drag it to. So assuming I want to drag it all the way to the top. And now I click Save. New document is here. Another feature I want to tell you about is template for data mentions. As you may recall, we launched Salesforce data mentions in the winter 2020 release, and this is a continuation of that feature. This feature templatizes data mention so they populate according to the context of the document, and users can stay in sync with their Salesforce data. Let me show you a demo. In a doc that's marked as a template, insert a templated data mention by tap Add and select Templated Data Mention. Here we want to templatize the name of the opportunity. In the modal, select Object Type and the field. Click Insert. Now let's do it again, but for the description field of the opportunity. There we go. Now, in Sales Cloud or Lightning, let's create a new doc from the template you just created. You can see here that the template data mentions we inserted are now replaced with those opportunity fields. This is a great alternative to using mail merge syntax because it is more user-friendly to insert, and now the data is synced to Salesforce. If the field values change, you will see updated values in your document.
Next, I'm going to pass it to Marina to tell you about our template library publishing feature. Thank you.
Thanks, Lucy. Hi, everyone. I'm Marina, and I'm a product manager on the Salesforce Anywhere team. I'm here to talk about two awesome features coming out this spring. The first feature is template library publishing. Let's dive in.
This feature builds on top of the previous release's template library work. With template library publishing, admins can now go to the Salesforce Anywhere admin console to publish custom templates to their entire Anywhere site. Admins can create and manage these published templates in the admin console. Once published by the admin, the template surfaces in the template library for all users in that Anywhere site. The second feature I want to show you is our improved search for Salesforce content. This feature allows users to easily search for documents that contain Salesforce data or are associated with a record. Let me show you how it works. In Anywhere, it hasn't always been easy to find documents related to important Salesforce records. For example, you may have a number of documents that you use to take opportunity notes during your calls. So typing opportunity notes in the search bar doesn't really help you find the right one. But with our new advanced Salesforce search filters, you can easily filter search results to a specific record. If you only want to see opportunity notes related to Acme Sela, you can now filter for documents linked to that opportunity. To do that, click on record name and click on the opportunity Acme Sela. The results will only show you documents that are linked to Acme Sela. You can also narrow a search to a specific Salesforce object. For example, you may want to search for all documents related to work orders. To do that, click on Object Type, search for work order. We hope that the improved search for Salesforce content allows you to more easily find the documents you care about, and that with template library publishing, admins can give end users even more powerful templated documents.
That's it for me, everyone. Now I'll hand it over to Tag to tell you more about our end user-facing features.
Thanks, Marina. I'm Tag Savage, a product manager for end user features at Anywhere, and I'd like to take you through some of our new and upcoming releases. First up, link sharing for folders. We know customers get a lot of usage out of Anywhere's link share feature, where you can make a document available to your collaborators through its URL. But it's not just for documents anymore. Now you can invite collaborators to entire folders simply by sending them a link. Just go to the folder you're interested in sharing, click on the Share button, turn on the shareable link setting, then copy the link. Now you can paste it into an email, a Slack message, a chatter post, or anywhere else you communicate with people. Once they click the link, they'll become folder members with full access to its contents. One last note. If you want to allow people from outside your organization to join the folder through its link, be sure to open the link settings and check the checkbox to allow external access. Spreadsheets in Anywhere have long had a feature called data validation, which allows users to limit the content of a cell to a specific set of options, and which would throw an error if the cell contained anything other than one of those options. We've now expanded the spectrum and variety of data that can be validated within a spreadsheet. No longer do you have to predefine a list of acceptable inputs. You can define acceptable inputs against a specific cell range on a spreadsheet. You can restrict inputs to numbers and set parameters for which numbers are acceptable. You can make sure the cell contains, excludes, or exactly matches a certain string of text. or that it's a date and then it falls before, after, or between other dates you have in mind. Or you can simply ensure that the cell is an email address, an attachment, a URL, or a person. Now, we know our spreadsheets are often used for project management, so for one last bit of delight, we're automatically detecting when list items match common statuses, and we're assigning appropriate colors to them. So there you have it, your more purpose-driven spreadsheets for 2021. Within the document editor, we've got a series of new features to help you communicate more clearly and make your documents just a bit better looking. First up, text alignment. We know that presentation matters to our users, which is why we've added features like font colors and better image handling to Anywhere over the years. Now you're no longer limited to left-aligned text. Want that heading in the center of the page? Go for it. How about right-aligned? Just click and voila. Next up, URLs. In the past, when you pasted a URL straight into a document, you just get the raw thing, http://whatever, not the prettiest thing. Now, if we can fetch a title for the URL, we do. So instead of looking at http://nytimes.com/bunch of gobbledygook, you see a human readable headline. Nice, right? And of course, you can reset it to a raw URL if you really want to. Last but not least, we have line numbers. The content in Anywhere documents often form the basis around which people have meetings, and line numbers make it much, much easier for people to discuss the material at hand. To enable them, simply head up to the View menu and select the Show Line Numbers option. The numbers will show up right where you'd expect them, next to each line of your document. Finally, we've got a few new accessibility-minded features for you. First up, Dark Mode. Relax your tired eyes with the flip of a switch. Just open up your account menu, head over to Appearance, and choose either Light, Dark, or Auto. Auto matches whatever your system is set to. While you're here, you can also increase the contrast of text, highlighting, and other bits of Anywhere's user interface. Finally, you can swap everything over to the Open Dyslexic font for easier reading. Click the checkbox and all the text in Anywhere will be rendered in a typeface specifically intended for dyslexic users. And that's a wrap for us. Thank you to everyone who helped make these features possible, and we hope you all enjoy using them as much as we enjoyed building them. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the Trailblazer community.